Okay, so here's Misty's run from Friday, July 4th, and we'll just watch it in regular time, and then I will slow it down and analyze it. Looks pretty good, except for the weaves.
First thing I had to do was order the parts for the liquid nitrogen device. And make it look like
A lot of dogs did that. And it didn't seem to matter what side of the dog walk the handler was on, so it's kind of interesting. And you did the end pretty nice, because I saw a lot of people have trouble with the end too, so. Okay, so slow it down. You actually handle all this pretty nice. You decelerate there to let her know there's a turn coming. I don't know enough about her to know why she would have missed that entry. But I think that you probably could have gotten ahead of her and done a front cross between this jump and the weaves. And that might have gotten her attention enough to help her get the right weave entry. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't know enough about her to know why she might have missed that. But you probably could have done a front cross up there pretty easily, and that might have helped her. And then it would save you from doing a rear cross here, which, it's okay, but let's see. She didn't know that a turn was coming. So she just looked at you. Okay, so now she must be lifted off, but you're still pretty much moving forward. Everything's forward. You're just starting to shift your weight to move that way, but it's a little late. And if we look at her, how she lands, see how she lands on this side of the jump, and she's going pretty straight. There's no, we can't see her turning at all over this jump. You see that? And see how she lands really straight, and now her head is turned. But now she has to change leads because she didn't know that that rear cross was coming. So the way to do it is from back here. She's just barely ahead of you, but to do a good rear cross, the dogs really need to be able to send to that next jump. So, and probably from here. So you would have to be able to send her so she would go forward, and then as soon as she goes in front of you, which she sort of is now, then you would have to move laterally, which is what cues the turn. But see, you're still pretty much on her left, and now she's lifting off, and you're still pretty much on her left. So she just didn't have time. And you know, it's fine, I guess, because she does turn, but you know, some people think I'm sort of nitpicky about this, but to me, it's all about being consistent with your dog and being consistent about what you're cueing. And your dog did not know that she was going to make a turn until she was in the air, and then she had to adjust on the ground. And with a dog like Misty, that can affect her performance. Riedel can adjust to that a lot quicker because she's a lot more driven and a lot more motivated. But Misty, it may sort of actually slow her down because she's not trusting your cues. I don't know if that makes any sense. This part was good. This all looked fine. Now, okay, so we know that the table is coming up. I probably, with her, because you can and you have time, I probably would have done a front cross between the tunnel and the dog walk, because you sort of decelerated and sort of waited for her to come out, and I think you could have easily done a front cross, and it might have helped you with the tire, although I was surprised at how many dogs went to that tire. So what happened in your case is she's ahead of you, okay? So when dogs are ahead of us, they're going to curl into us. So she's a little bit ahead of you, so you can already see she's curling, she's almost in front of you. But then because you keep moving forward, so she's going to curl a little bit, but then because you keep moving forward, she takes what's in front of her, which is the tire. So, like I said, I was surprised how many dogs took the tire, but look at how far the table is from the dog walk. I mean, that's quite a ways. So the tire is definitely closer to the dog walk. And so if the handlers were doing anything with their motion that wasn't absolutely cueing the table 100%, they got the tire. And in your case here, you were behind, so she curled into you and then went to the tire. I think if you had done a front cross before the dog walk and you just sort of kept moving in a straight line, I think she probably would have gone to the table, but I don't know. It's hard to say. And I think the rest of it is pretty good, actually. You did the ending nice. I saw a lot of people have trouble with the end after they come out of this tunnel. But you did good. You do blind cross, and you continue to drive forward. So I thought the end was nice.